hello. Thought I would pop in and just kind of talk for a little bit. I'm having a wild cherry, Fanta wild cherry ice cream. Float. It's really yummy. So, how are you holding up during all this craziness? I tell you, I'm so over it. The government is hurting us more than they're helping us. You cannot convince me otherwise. They're just destroying the economy. So many people are out of work, which means people don't have money, which means opening up retail is not going to help anybody because nobody's going to have money to shop. So what good is opening retail going to do? I mean, at 25% anyway. It's just ridiculous. They need to just, if you are at high risk, then you need to take precautions. But people need to take care of themselves. It is not the government's place, in my opinion. I honestly think that this is all a ploy to send us into a depression, and I don't understand why the government would do that. I don't know. I never thought in my lifetime I would see something like this. It's just, I thought with the technology today and with the advancements today that, oh man. But I guess advancements are part of what this problem is, because now they're saying that this was a man-made thing, and that the government actually paid the lab in Wuhan to make the virus more easily transmitted, which is really disturbing to me, because that brings it back down to like chemical warfare kind of, right? I don't know. Anyway. So, if you're on Facebook, you saw my new garden. I'm so happy with it. It's so cute. And now when I look out my window, I see pretty. I really wish I had taken a before picture, because it was nothing but sand and like the cement block holding up my bird bath, and it was an ugly terracotta dish that was all, moldy and gross from years of use. And my one hibiscus plant, and then my lowly, my mom bought me a yellow one, and for some reason yellow ones they're not as hardy as the orange ones. So my yellow one is like really pitiful, so I moved it hoping that the new spot would make it happier, and it has little tiny new leaves on it, but it's still like struggling. So I don't understand what it is with the yellow hibiscus. It's so strange. But I'm very happy with my new garden. Maybe I'll go out and do a video and add it to this in case you're not on Facebook. You didn't see it. But that was the weekend project. I'm so tickled, because it's funny, because I had gotten an idea to get pallets and like create kind of like a little mini deck right there, and then I was going to fill in the slots on the pallets with dirt, and then like plant seeds in there, so like the plants will be popping up between the pallet slots. In my mind it looked really adorable, but of course the pallets that I had access to were really crappy, and they weren't even, so it looked horrible. And I hadn't even gotten to the, putting the dirt in there or anything, because just the pallets sitting there just looked stupid. So when Steve saw that, he was like, "What is that?" I was like, "Well, it looked better in my mind. The pallets were supposed to be, pretty and even, but when you get free pallets, they're really crappy." So he said, we will go to Lowe's this weekend and we will figure something out. So I was like, yay! So I kind of had free reign, which was awesome. And I got pretty pavers, and we got mulch and the, you know, the weed barrier stuff, so it's done right. And then I finally got some knockout roses. They had them for $10 finally instead of like $25. So I got me some knockout roses. At our old house, I had a gorgeous rose garden. I had probably 10 or 15 rose bushes that I was in love with, and I hated to leave them. So for the last 6 years, I've been wanting roses, but you know, that area back there was not, it was just going to take too much effort. So now I finally got what I've been wanting for 6 years. So I got my rose bushes back. I got a tea rose, and I got 5 or 6 of the knockout roses. And I got myself a gorgeous pink lily. So I'm really happy. And then Emily and I went to Dollar Tree yesterday, and we found all kinds of super cute garden stuff at Dollar Tree. So I got some little fairies and some little things to hang from the tree. And oh, we got to go to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby opened up. Woohoo! And I found some little mushrooms to put by my bird bath, because my bird bath is a big sunflower with frogs, if you haven't seen it, with a frog. And then I have little frogs that I've had out there that I kept. So I got little toadstools for the frogs. They were 50% off at Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby, of course, had their spring stuff half off, and so I got the 2 little toadstools for $2. I kind of want to go back and get more, but I don't know. Steve's like, you need to calm down, don't go crazy. I'm like, well, you don't understand how excited I am. This has been in my mind for 6 years. Oh, and I bought some little paver, or put a little solar lights. So it's really pretty when they light up. They have a really cool pattern that they put out on the ground. So I'm very, very excited. Now, if it just wasn't 100 degrees, I could put a chair out there and sit out there, but it's already 100 degrees here in Florida, so that's not gonna happen. I'll just have to enjoy the view from my window. The birds seem to be liking it. Of course, I have little tiny doves that like to forage the seed off the ground. And now with the mulch there, it's like, sorry birdies, you gotta use your little wings and fly up on the bird feeder and get it that way. So it was an eventful weekend, a productive weekend. And I'm happy to report I did not injure myself, which is a first, because every time I go do yard work, something always happens. So this shows me it was meant to be, because I didn't get hurt. And I wasn't as in pain afterwards as I normally am, but it helped that Steve did all the heavy lifting for me, because man, those pavers are like seriously heavy. But this, onto this painting that I'm working on, I am actually short all of these, this whole row, all the way down, and all of those, all of the hourglass symbol, which is a lot. I do not have enough stones for, which really sucks, because they're the 3mm stones. I have not pull down my my leftovers. I know I do have some of the 3mm, but I don't think I have the purple. So I got on eBay last night and actually found some. So I might just have to wait until they arrive. And hopefully they'll work out, be, you know, close enough in color that it won't be noticeable. Because there's actually two different purples. And the color is so similar, I don't understand. And even that, there wasn't enough of the other one because I was going to just fill it in. They didn't send enough. They barely sent enough of that purple. So I don't know what happened there. So far, knock on wood, that's the only one I am short. I've got this crystal blue to finish, and then I have two of the clear crystal to put on here. That is a big piece of trash. See how full my little jar is getting? I wish they'd come out with these Shopkins again because I really like these jars. Emily doesn't know what she's done with hers. We didn't really get that many when this season of Shopkins came out. We weren't going out all that often, so, and they seemed to be very popular, so whenever we did go, there weren't any. So she didn't get very many of them to begin with, so. But I love these little jars. They're the cutest little things. Alright, I think I got the ugly ones out. That one looks kind of concave on the bottom. No, I guess not. There really isn't all that much trash in these, which is a plus. I'm just really shocked that they shorted me so severely on those purple ones, because I had never had that kind of a shortage in a painting before. I mean, they sent me like a third, maybe, of what I need, so I don't know what happened there. I don't know. If you have not had the wild cherry Fanta, I think it's new. It's pretty yummy. It does leave a really weird, like, aftertaste in your mouth if you just drink the soda by itself, which is kind of gross. But, yeah. Other than that, it's yummy. It tastes really good. This one takes so long, this style of painting, because with the circles, it's really hard to use the multi-placers. I can get to, there's a bunch of cat hair on the edge of my painting. That is not acceptable. Thanks. Get on my desk. Bad kitty. I can do two at a time, but still, it's very slow going. But it is really pretty. I'm trying to decide if I want to do pearls on the dove to make it stand out more, or sparklers maybe. I'm kind of torn. I'm not entirely sure. What I want to do. Because I have to put some, well actually, maybe I'll do pearls, because I know I have two sizes of pearls, and I have to have two sizes, because you've got the bigger and the smaller. Excuse me, so maybe I'll do pearls instead of the crystals, and I'll use the crystals for the perimeter pieces, so that way the dove stands out even further. Stands out better, I should say, whatever, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. All right. So what else is going on? I'm up to row 140 on my blanket I had shared with you a couple videos ago. So I'm making good progress on that. I've actually been sitting in the evenings and working on that instead of doing a lot of diamond painting. So, because I want to get, you know, further on that, because it's, I want to see it. I want to see it done. So I'm anxious. Plus, this is kind of, this really frustrated me when I realized how short I was on those stones. So it's kind of been in timeout. But I did 8 rows on my blanket, and then the next day when I sat down to work on it, I realized, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. So I started looking over the last several rows that I had done, and I had to rip out 6 rows because I had stitches in the wrong place and it was messing up the pattern. So I had to rip out 6 of the 8 rows I had just done, and I got those 6 rows put back and put it up for the night. And the next day when I got it out, I looked at it and I was like, what the heck? I had to rip out 2 of those rows because I had screwed up again. I was so mad at myself. I was like, what are you doing? But I was watching a movie that I hadn't seen before. Both times actually. So I think I was paying more attention to the TV than crochet, because I usually, when I crochet like a pattern like that, where I have to like count and pay attention to the pattern, I watch reruns. So I can just kind of listen and not have to like watch, because I've seen it before, so I know what's going on the screen. I don't have to look. So I had found movies that I hadn't seen before. So I learned my lesson. No more new stuff on the TV when I'm crocheting an intricate pattern. It is a no-no from now on. Oh, good grief. I was trying to do it easy. I was making it harder on myself. Let's see. How much, what do I have left here? A lot. Oh my word. See what I mean? I feel like I'm making progress and it's like so slow going. So I consider this a full drill, even though there is some space, because there is more drill than there is blank space. So in my mind, this is a full drill. It is not a partial. Because I'm pretty sure I'm placing just as many stones as if it would be just a normal diamond painting. Need to put more ice cream. My ice cream is almost gone. Although, you know what? I might just go get a straw, because I think I like the soda better with like the melted ice cream in it. It's yummy. We they had Publix, you know, had they do the buy 2 get 1 free cases of soda all the time, periodically, whatever you want to call it. Oop, I just found 2. What color is that? Number 7. And Emily had wanted root beer because she wanted to do root beer floats. So I was like, ooh, why don't we get orange soda, and we can get strawberry soda, and we can get root beer. So we ended up with orange, strawberry, root beer, and then the wild cherry, which is 4. But we got some other stuff too, but we've got a fridge full of soda. Which is really bad. But the only time we buy ice cream is when they're buy 1 get 1. And the only time we buy soda is when it's, you know, buy 2 get 1. I will not pay $6-7 for a case of soda. That's just insane. But yeah, so we have our little soda float treats. I think I've been fixing them more than she has. I think she's done 1 or 2 root beer floats and an orange one. But that's kids for you. They change their minds so fast. All right, how about we go outside and take a look at my garden, because I need a break from this. This is making, normally I can sit for like hours, but this painting is just really frustrating me for some reason. I don't know if it's just the lack of drills, knowing I'm not going to be able to finish it. I don't know. That's very upsetting. Of course, it's like, oh, I'll just do one more. Oh, I'll do one more. Oh, let me do one more. See? One. All right, let's go outside. All right, so we walk out the sliding glass door and we go to the left. And here is the garden. And I have a giant cassia tree, which grows like a dang weed. That tree is 4 years old. And I cannot tell you how much, well, you can see here, this, that's how far back I cut it. Back, I can't remember when it was I did it, but it's already like filled back out again. And then my crepe myrtle, it was here when we moved in, so I do not know how old it is. And the cassia tree is almost as tall as the crepe myrtle, even though I cut it back to like there, and it's all the way up there. And I have to trim it again because it is insane. So I have a pineapple that will hopefully grow. I have my aloe that I had to move from the front yard because it was getting too much sun. And then my beautiful pavers. I have to get a new pot because that is one of my old ones. And then there's my knockout roses. Check out that lily. Isn't that beautiful? And look at all the buds getting ready to pop open. I can't wait till it's open. And then there is my tea rose. It is a pale lavender. And then that is the color of the pot I'm going to get to replace the old one. And then I got a cute little flag, a Dollar Tree. I just got to wait for it to get the wrinkles out. There is my peach hibiscus and my poor little pitiful yellow one. And then there are the fairies that I got at Dollar Tree, and my toadstools. And then there is my cute little bird bath. And those are my original frogs. Ooh, where did all that come from? I think the squirrel's been drinking out the bird bath. And then, let's see. Oh, there's my orchid. Isn't it pretty? There's actually 2 orchids in there. I think I need to get a bigger plant, orchid thing. And then I have a little welcome frog. And ladybug. And then this really cool spring butterfly. Isn't that pretty? And then these are the lights. And they put out a really cool like starburst look pattern, whatever you want to call it, on the ground. So I've only got 3 right now. I might add more, but right now I'm just going to have the 3. But I have the coral, and then let's see, I think this is like a white with like yellow centers and then the red. So I mostly got the coral. I have 1, 2, 3 coral, and then the red and the white. So I like the coral the best, but I figured I'd pop in some other color there too, especially to go with the, whatever you want to call it. So there's my beautiful little garden. I'm so happy with it, and the birds seem to be happy. They seem to like it. So anyway, I will leave y'all here. Oh look, love bugs. Do y'all have love bugs where you live? Oh my gosh, they are the worst. I hate them. They're such a pain in the neck. They do nothing. Nothing. All right, so thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.